Hello everybody, while I'm on a roll, I'm gonna make another video that don't really need to be made, but it'll help somebody on the planet. Just saying. Yeah. I just broke my lipstick. Look. Jeez, after all these years. Why now? Why? I gotta put it back in there. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Made a mess out of my hand, but I fixed it. Yeah, let me pause. Okay, so I fixed that, but I will say this. Mr. JC is texting me telling me I need to call some doctors because I need to get a primary care physician, a neurologist, a cardiologist, and a GYN. I have to get all new doctors because my insurance changed. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Appreciate it. Fucker. Anyway, I'm going to go to the kitchen and show you guys a possibly useless video for most of you, but maybe useful for some of you. If you guys have, yeah, I got my granny readers on right now. If you guys have food processors, which I want to say this little tiny thing was like $7.99 at Walmart. Let me put on some lights. Camera action. Oh, look at that. I got sprouts. I just finished making the video about rehab, so yeah, if you saw that one, my hair got worse and worse and worse as the video went on. Anyway, I am going to make some Maruchan noodles, which I have done a video, I believe, maybe, possibly on these before. Let's see, these are the teriyaki beef, so we're going to do teriyaki beef. They're very quick, simple, and easy. Yakisoba teriyaki beef by Maruchan, and they have many flavors. I also have, I believe, that's beef also, which means this must be chicken. Yes. They also have chicken, and they also have a spicy chicken. There's another brand that makes chow mein that looks similar if you see them in the store. I didn't really care for that as much, but these have like the veggies in them and the sauce and everything. Mom gets this one, the yakisoba spicy chicken. So, you all know me. If you've watched my channel long enough, sorry, I'm trying to wedge that back in there. A big fan of start with something and add to it. So, I'm not going to add much to this because I will tell you honestly, the teriyaki beef and the teriyaki chicken, they really are really good flavored, really well flavored. Let's speak properly. And if I were going to add anything to them, it may be peas, snow peas. You can buy them in your, kind of like the refrigerated section of your Walmart or your store that has the salads and stuff. They usually have containers with just snow peas. Or even corn. Corn would be kind of cool up in here. I'm just saying. It's got a little bit of cabbage and a little bit of these peppers in there. They're dehydrated, so once you put the water in and cook them, they're going to obviously soften up. And then it has a sauce packet that is also in here. Now, I will tell you, when you go to most of your Asian, fusion, regular Asian restaurants, they will have peanuts. So I have bought some dry roasted peanuts that are unsalted. I'm putting them in my food processor, like so, because I already started this before I decided to film it. It's got this little, call me Grace. Jesus. All right, rinse that off. That sink makes the worst noise when it's being turned on. So anyway, it's got this little notch on the edge of it that basically on this particular, which is an Oster, O-S-T-E-R model. I want to say it was like $7.99. It's really cheap. It has a high and a low setting. I use it all the time for my peppers on my cooking business. But basically it's just got this. It's got the blade in the center, which does come up. I'm not going to pull it out because it's going to make the peanuts go underneath there and then they'll be everywhere. And basically you just put the lid on and spin it so that the notch locks in. So you got these two things locked in. And that's it. Do it on low. If you do it on high, it's gonna pull the things down faster. So I don't want them like totally small, but most of your, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Most of your Asian fusion places are gonna have peanuts as a topping. And my bowl is kind of full. I'm gonna see if I can put this in here, but regardless, I'm going to put some peanut topping. I'm going to put these back in the jar now that I've ground them up, and it is going to be my toppings jar that I use and keep here at the house to use when we do the pho soup, which I have also heard people call pho. It's a Vietnamese or a Thai soup that is, it means fresh. Fresh vegetables, fresh, the meat is raw, very thin flank steak. These half-cooked meatballs that are either pork or beef, whichever one you choose. And then it has usually different veggies in there. It'll have the noodles, which are basically your rice noodles that are cooked super fast. They duck them in the boiling water and pull them right out, and they're cooked. And then they will give you usually a mint leaf, a lime, and the place at the mall over here, actually, which is weird, at the food court, they have the best one compared to even the Vietnamese temple, the Buddhist temple that I go to. The one at the mall is actually more flavorful. Sorry, hiccups. I told you guys. I got another video about that. Anyway, they also will have this, which I believe is called hoisin or hoisin sauce. I'm not sure which one. They also will have this, which is your sriracha. We have an Asian market over here. I've done videos on it. Check my magnifying glass for my channel and you'll be able to find it. Just put in Asian market and it will come up. What else do they typically have? They have soy sauce out, and they have sugar. So you just season it to your taste. Here is some soy sauce that we had from the other day when we were there. And here is fish sauce. I'm going to tell y'all right now, this adds like a salty savoriness to whatever you're eating. Don't get it on your hands. It smells like you just literally just did a proctology exam on somebody. I'm not lying. It smells like ass. It does not smell like fish. It's called fish sauce. It's made from fish. It smells like ass. You get it on your hand, you're going to smell like you were playing with somebody's ass. I'm just telling you. I'm just being straight. I'm just being real. Yeah. You don't want to get that on your hand. But it does taste really good. And I used to be that kid that wouldn't eat anything that smelled funky. I'd be like, no, I'm not eating that. I don't eat chitlins. I don't eat pork feet. I don't eat any of that anyway to this day. But I'm in the South, y'all, and people eat pig feet and tripe, which is the stomach out of a pig or a cow. And they eat oxtail, which ain't no ox down here. That's really just a cow tail. And there's so much more meat on the rest of the cow. I don't understand why people want to eat the tail when you can eat the rest of the cow because it's got steak and all that other stuff on there. I don't understand it. I don't eat that. I'm just saying. So, moving on. Now that I've done my lesson from the South, I am going to cook teriyaki beef noodles. And I will tell you right now. Basically, let me get my tripod open. Sorry. It's going to be some noise. So sorry. I had a lot of mic noise earlier on my other video, and I didn't realize it because of the wind, and it doesn't even feel windy. So, Mr. JC introduced me to these last year when I lived with him. Everybody knows about ramen noodles, but these are like the step up. Okay, so basically, they have a little dotted line right here. I'm just going to pull it back to that point. It has a pull tab. And they're not playing with this glue. Okay, so. And I will tell you, if you get the chow mein one, the other brand, it will tell you remove both packages, the seasoning and the sauce. There ain't two packages in that one. This one has two packages, and they are numbered. This one is number 1. And this one is number 2. I can find out where it is. There it is. Okay, so basically these are your veggies that are dehydrated, which is cabbage, a little bit of onion, and some carrots. I like to take the block out. They tell you just to put it in there. I like to take the block out, put the veggies underneath it. Kind of,
get out, get out, get out. You're being evicted, get out.
There we go. Shuffle them around just a bit and put that back on top. Now, inside here is I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a line. Okay, I might have to tilt this up.
Give me a second. So sorry.
All right, up here, there is something that says fill line. If you guys can see right in here, it says fill line. And right there where that ledge is, that is where you're going to fill your water to. So, go over here to this noisy sink and we're going to do that. We're doing real time today, people. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to go over here to the microwave. Gonna put the lid back down. And 4 minutes. And then I'll be back. Alrighty, so to put all those peanuts back in this jar, now that I've ground them up, sorry my nose is itching, that happens every video. I touch my face, I scratch my eye, I scratch my nose, something. I do not know where my kitchen funnel has gone. I'm sure Mom had something to do with that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make just a quick and easy funnel. So I'm basically just rolling up a piece of notebook paper. You want to make sure that the hole is big enough on the end that you can have whatever it is you need pour out of it. Rolling it around like a tube. Scotch tape. And, no, don't do that. No, don't stick to yourself. There we go. And that's it. So I have officially made myself a funnel that has a big enough opening that I can put it into this jar. Like so. Now, oh, this is a lot of ground up peanuts. It started out as a small amount and turned into so much more. So, give me a second. I'm going to use a spoon because it's going to be better than my hand. Okay, dokie. So, because I can bend this bowl and put it here, but I didn't make this opening very wide, and it's going into the jar. So I'll move this back so you guys can see. You don't need to see me. See the jar. I'm just going to scoop it and put them down. And it's going to go back in the jar. And I like to label all my stuff, so it's going to say topping, peanut topping. Mom cannot eat peanuts without itching. She developed an allergy a few years ago, which is kind of odd because she used to eat them all her life, and it just became a thing. So allergies can happen anytime, people. Anyway, that's all I'm doing. I'm scooping it in here. I've got 28 seconds left over there on the soup. So I'm going to finish doing this. Shake it down in there.
Shake it, don't break it, baby.
And I will be back. We're done. It's very hot. Be very careful when you take it out. I'm going to let that sit for a couple minutes and finish putting these peanuts away. So, give me a second. All right, there's the last part of the peanuts, except there's a little bit in this bowl. And the interesting factor is that, much like when you dig a hole and you try to put the dirt back in, you're like, how come there's not enough dirt to fill it back in? It's like I have more peanuts than what I actually took out of the container. So I've still got some in here, but that's okay because those are going on top of these noodles that are sitting down here. Ow! Muy caliente. All right, so give me a minute. I'm gonna let this sit and chill for just a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and top it and show you guys how I spice it up. Okay, dokie. I am big on labeling. There we go. thing I have a black shirt on, huh? All right, I got peanuts everywhere. They're just multiplying. Anyway, let me go ahead and pull this lid off. Ooh, still steaming hot. Ah, yeah. Be careful, people. Don't burn yourselves. Okay, so there you can see the noodles with the cat. Let's do this a different way, Jennifer. There's the cabbage and the noodles, and ow, 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 that's so hot. It's got the carrots and everything down there. Just dripped out some of my water. There's going to be a little bit of liquid, not much. And then you're going to use packet number 2. Dos. Spanish, Portuguese, there you go. All right, so basically, you don't need to see me. Sprinkle this in here. Now this one comes with powder. I will say that the chow mein version of the noodles comes with, which I gave JC the packet to take home, so I don't have it with me, but that one comes with a liquid kind of sauce, which I love. However, when you cook it to their standards, which is 5 minutes on the other brand, and then put that liquid packet in, it already comes out of the microwave with a lot of water still left over. So I wasn't really impressed by the chow mein flavor. These teriyaki ones, much better. They're 58 cents each at Walmart. So basically just tossing the noodles around, no big deal. Now, I am a big fan of noodles, sorry, sweet and spicy. So that mixed up right there. Here's how I'm going to doctor them up. I am going to go into my ground up peanuts and put those on here liberally, not conservatively, because we're going to have a little bit of crunch in there, and I'm not allergic to peanuts like Mom. Okay, so that's one thing. Just going to kind of stir those in there so that I have them all the way through. And then I'm going to put in this hoisin or hoisin sauce. For those of you that like sweet teriyaki syrup or sauce, this is a very sweet sauce. I do not know the correct way to pronounce it. I'm calling it hoisin or hoisin, one of the two. But it is a very, very thick syrupy sauce, as you can see. It is very sweet and very good. So even though the teriyaki's in there, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that. And I am, like I said, a fan of sweet and spicy. So I'm going to use some of the sriracha. You can get this at any regular store. They usually have an international aisle. Winn-Dixie, Publix, Walmart, whatever. Go gentle on the... Now, I like stuff blazing, so I'm going to say I'm going to put a lot on here. That doesn't look like a lot, but trust me, that is some straight fire right there. Woo. See? 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 I told y'all. Anyway, yeah, so basically I'm just going to stir this up, get everything mixed together. I've got my peanuts, I've got my hoisin or hoisin sauce. I've got, oh gosh, the fumes alone are coming off of here. The sriracha. You can get the sriracha anywhere. You don't have to go to an Asian specialty sauce. I'm not so sure about the sweet hoisin sauce. That you may have to go to an Asian market, but you may be able to find it at like Walmart or Publix. Just go to the international aisle. Winn-Dixie has an international aisle as well. I don't know about the stores up north. Sorry, guys. I'm down south, and I've been down here forever. So anyway, that's it. Got all my veggies and everything together. If I were gonna, I always give you tips. If I were gonna add anything to this, it would probably be, this is so hot right now, heat-wise. Maybe some diced up chicken or shrimp or pork, either one of those. Make sure it's cooked because it's not gonna cook in that 4 minutes that you throw it in the microwave. I don't know, maybe mushrooms, some mushrooms in there, green peppers, some more red peppers, yellow peppers. If you like peanut sauce, if you are a fan of Thai food, they have peanut sauce, usually with chicken satay, S-A-T-A-Y. It comes with a peanut dipping sauce. Take a little bit of peanut butter, put just a dab of regular butter with it, melt it in your microwave. Quick add-in, I forgot to say. Eggs. You can add eggs into your Maruchan noodles, ramen noodles, whatever noodles. Actually, I play a lot of like app games as far as cooking. Like, not that I have all day to do them, but when I'm up at night and I don't sleep because I'm an insomniac, I play games. And a lot of them are cooking games or restaurant games. And I did a video the other day on fried eggs. And I'm going to make these over hard, probably, so the yolk is not runny. But I have played a couple of the games that have like street food and street kitchens and all these different things and food carts. And every time they do ramen noodles, I see it served with like a boiled egg, like sliced up on there. Now, I'm not doing a boiled egg, but by making these over hard, they will be the same consistency as a boiled egg. So just a quick add-in that I thought I would throw in there because I didn't think about it at the time when I was actually making what you can add into your ramen noodles. Who knew? Pour it in there. Do you, playa? For those of you that like more salty and not sweet, go ahead and put a little more soy sauce or sesame oil. Sesame oil will give you a really, really cool, unique flavor. It's like it said, sesame seeds. But it's used in fried rice a lot, chicken fried rice and different fried rices. I have a video about that as well, so check the magnifying glass on my channel. The peanuts really add the texture. And I have nailed it on the sweet and hot. I've got sweetness. My tongue's burning right now, but it's not horrible. It's perfect. Perfecto. It's perfection. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.